Alright. We're about to send a little message out.
Glad we're in agreement. I'm here to expose the truth about a prominent vice president. His business dealings are not what they seem.
That's quite the bold claim. Now remember to speak into the mic, dear. Enunciate clearly, but with feeling. Inhabit the words. Be the message. Joining us today in the studio is a very special guest and rare specimen indeed, a grafted soldier. And one who alleges that one of Auntie's own vice presidents is not who he seems. Take it away.
Inez Silong speaking. I got intel on an illegal program led by Vice President of Experimental Operations, Willard Conan. Folk aplenty suffered because of it.
Some say there cannot be success without suffering. It's more or less standard operating procedure, isn't it? Unless you're leaving out any gory details. Some within our organization might call that frugal, thrifty even. That
I
is,
knew it.
why waste a perfectly
I
good
knew
resource
it.
when no one else has use for it?
These are human beings I'm speaking of, not barrels of void damn uranium. They were good folk who didn't know what they were signing up for. They deserved better. But if that ain't incriminating enough for you, Willard had himself some money problems, which ain't too distant from a grave sin far as Auntie's concerned.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Tell me, did he squander all his bits on drink? Bet it all on a tarmac and cheese rebranding? Or worse? Thoroughly recount every lurid detail?
He stole from Auntie directly. I have here, in his own words, an admission to the crime. It's go-getterness gone too far. And you know what happens to one of Auntie's nephews who misbehaves?
Splendiferous! Couldn't hardly get more sensational than that if we tried. The audience will be on the edge of their seat hearing all the ghastly minutiae about this scandal.
I think we did it. Won't know for sure until the broadcast airs, of course, but law, I reckon I might finally be able to put this to rest. For Ortiz. For everyone. Thank you, Commander.
Oh, Inez, almost forgot. We have a bit of a goodie bag for special guests who visit the studio. You qualify. Do collect it from the front desk on your way out.
Nice.
Auntie, when are you going to have a sale?
My dear child, every day is
Sorry.
a sale
No
at
autographs.
Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest price that she can afford.
How do you know it's the best price? Because Auntie knows best.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to these guys since I'm here, but I am not panning over how to do mental refreshment. I cannot imagine that's
of
gonna
old
be
corporations who unfairly stacked
positive.
the deck against the little person as they tried with us at
Where's comestibles? Where's comestibles? We're literally giving them away.
No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turker-Tyler, sixth base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Unclean Spacers Chosen goalie in the 56th inning. This is Sunday goal for the game. Whenever I see that little man's grinning face, I want to cleave it twain.
I see you're back from the Protectorate's little mind manipulation spa. All their secrets in hand, yes?
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process.
Attention valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday.
Really? Thought you had more drive, but suppose that's fine.
I, for one, care little for the completion of stretch goals. You managed to avoid being mentally refreshed. That demonstrates considerable pluck and fortitude.
Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology. That will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results.
Quarter over quarter. Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to experiment.
People down into the electric.
Where top lab coats are doing pioneering, confidential work in, well, whatever they're working on. Don't worry about it. All I know is their department
To increase tractability and stifle underage.
28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade.
Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable?
I had a method of pairing propaganda.
Writ large in black ink on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a profitable day.
They would love that. They had a method of pairing propaganda with a suggestive drug to boost retention. Now, adversely affects patients more often than they let on.
But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology.
Good. Oh, I don't want to tell them either one of those. The drug enhances suggestibility, but its effects are temporary. Pairing propaganda with the suggestibility drug to boost retention.
Ah, good to know, good to know.
Guess I gotta tell them.
That's certainly interesting. Intriguing, even. What else? Excellent. Well, here's your reward, along with something extra for your effort. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo!
So your preliminary chores are complete? Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization?
Shit. None that I feel comfortable relating.
Well, I appreciate the clarity, if not the lack of guile. For now, I suppose we'll remain uncomfortable bedfellows, if not ideological fellow travelers. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. So, you've been advancing a fairly radical idea with a group that, to date, we've considered our rivals. Certain communications have even been exchanged between our ship and the Order's headquarters. You've spoken to the delegates, yes? A cessation of hostilities could present any number of potentially profitable options, assuming we could work out favorable terms. Oh, my security team would never allow it. But a call like this over a secure line should be an acceptable alternative. Of course, Ruth would also need to agree. Perhaps if you were to perform a few useful errands for the Order, you might earn a meeting with her to propose the same. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you believe peace worthwhile, pursue it further and complain elsewhere to anyone but me. Have Ruth reach out when she's ready to talk, and I'll set up a call on a secure line next door.
Alright, now we probably, hopefully, never have to come back here. Okay, I did best I could. I mean, at least we're not, like, murdering more people.
Product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now. As a responsible member of society, we allow you to
Alright, let's get the heck out of here.
on in public product testing, respecting.
We're doing pretty good. We have to go back there and find that one, wherever that is. Figure out the water situation. Tell them about that thing's done. Right. Speak to them. Yeah, so we're doing pretty good. And all our companions are totally souped up.
Of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice. Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotions report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition.
Okay.
Not what I mean when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to Document Index Manager will refresh your info security fundamentals, Reggie. Congrats! You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files. Next is Elise Rickshaw in product development. Remember Elise when you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner?
Oh, she's the absolute worst. I can't. I gotta get out of here.
Short on ideas. Then you agonized for
The worst.
Have time for a chat, Commander?
Sure do.
Commander, you hear my interview over the wireless too? They've been playing it every hour. Part of it, anyway. Seems all the evidence we brought Thessaly made an impression. Other VPs are fearing for their jobs now. Can you imagine? Reckon nobody will touch Willard's work now. Definitely. I'd bet a post-mortem on Willard's activities is being drafted as we speak. Few are keen to repeat the same mistakes as someone trotted out as a cautionary tale. If I ain't said it recently, then let me say it again. Thank you. I don't think I could have done right by Ortiz all on my own. Nobody has to be hurt like he was again. Reckon I'll find a way to look after the other grafted soldiers out there. It's what Ortiz would have wanted, and what he deserved. But all that'll come after we save Arcadia. You know, it's hard to fathom that just months ago I spent so much law-damn time begging to be accepted, like I was worth only what other folk thought of me. I was so lost. I really believed when I ended my contract that a better life was possible. I know the truth about Auntie's choice now, and I know who I am. So yeah, a better life is possible, just not at someone else's mercy. I ain't gonna let myself or anyone else be led into the same trap they set for us, ever again. I will, Commander. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
What's the matter? There you go. Nice, alright. When she kills a human, medical pack drops near the target. Oh, that's cool. Walking with it automatically uses it. That's cool. It automatically reloads, lowering continuous fire, and also has significant increase. No, that one's definitely gonna happen. Combat drug, auto trigger now also grants her temporary damage resistance. Grants temporary bonus damage. Damage resistance. Now she needs support. Alright, good. So we got everybody. Beautiful. Things are looking up. Okay, are you less sad? Okay, you're a little noisy. Okay, you're kind of cute. In a creepy way. Alright, let's go.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
I gotta find my way into, Oh, that was convenient. Fluctuation system. Collect sample for testing. Update treatment schedule. Okay. Private observation log. Decreased regimen subjects are experiencing more frequent breakthrough symptoms. Entire study at risk of more clarifying agent cannot be required for subjects out of the experiment, turning to optimal treatment schedule. Presence of order leadership continues to confound distribute untreated water to Outer Hall remains a logistical headache. Raise concerns, no progress, unable to acquire illness. Where'd the sample come from? Oh, here it is. Collect perspective sample. Liquid tracer. Make sure it's not in here anywhere. I think so. Is that the only way to get it? Liquid tracer. She's probably gonna have me come back, I bet.
Astronomical field of view into grids, then tagged each object in every grid. He ignored everything as black would only dim the color and not change.
It's a really long break-overs.
Every galaxy, star, nebula, and quasar.
I hope you have good news for me.
Crash course and telemetry.
I knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Your reward, as promised.
Oh, dang. I don't know if I wanted to do that because I could have taken it to Ruth.
Aw, wondering if you'll ever see me again? Precious. I'll remain in the garden a little while longer, but it would be best if we limited contact with one another. No offense. But who knows?
The plan mystifies even the greatest minds. Perhaps our paths will intersect again someday.
I should have taken it to Ruth. That's okay. Tis what it is. Tis what it is.
I always find I work best when undistracted. One could say I find the cultist at Newton quite the interruption to my focus. Now, how might we be of use to one another? I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation, but perhaps this will be illuminating in some fashion. Who told you about that? Were there an experiment being conducted here involving any kind of medicament? Confirming its existence would compromise it. The theoretical existence or non-existence of Order experiments are strictly within the Order's purview. It doesn't concern you. It's not nefarious. It's a waste of time. But fine, you've made your point. We are standing in the experiment. Laplace's garden was built as a scholar's utopia, with this drug perspective as its regulating reagent. This was supposedly to aid us in deciphering the equation. One would think that an organization at active war would have more pressing responsibilities than a scholar's paradise. But surely, I'm only a pessimist. I have nothing but respect for Ruth. Without her guidance, the Order may never have found the strength to dissolve its protectorate bonds. If I had to dig for the smallest critique, I'd note that she shoulders too much. If she collapses beneath the strain, the Order will be rudderless. This we cannot afford. Specifically, a phlogistinated firearm, capable of tunneling through reinforced armor. Broadly, weaponry, research, anything capable of giving our exemplars an edge. Great. I was just thinking, I'd love for a stranger to come along and patronize me so I could blindly hand them experimental Order technology. I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant. Is the one you first arrived here with among them, I wonder? Rude enough to ask, but one never knows. Here's your reward for a task well completed. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. Can I count on you? You've given me reasonable doubt that you will kill the presiding bishop on sight. But this task takes precedence over all else. If you care for the Order, you will see it through. One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it. The web is an Order-crafted network of information collection satellites. Our would-be protectorate overlords squandered them as glorified surveillance devices. We actually implanted a back door in the web to bring it back under our control, should a circumstance like this arise. But we did not foresee certain protectorate modifications. But let's not speak of that. Find a way past the protectorate at the crash site, collect the data, and return it here. Violence is likely, but perhaps you'll find an alternative. Only theoretically. The protectorate guarding the site will be anything but welcoming. You'd likely need to find something, or someone, to wrest their attention away from you. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise.
Amazing. We are going back to Paradise Hawk. Can you believe that? I was just there. We were just there. Moments ago. Okay, well. But will they fast travel? Absolutely not. We're going to enjoy the journey. They do look kind of cool, though.
If it isn't my new favorite operator.
Miss Doyle's still on her break, but I'm happy to assist you. Hello, layperson.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
I think she was just telling us to F off.
Enjoy your time in the garden.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
It's just such a funny idea. I mean, it feels horrific. Can't believe they got me going back here. The fifth time. Blueprint of the ill-fated, now deconstructed free market. Oh, cool. Alright. Dealing with Protectorate. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Eden. I think we're just going to do violence. Nice. Alright. Occasionally throws a gadget near you that confuses the immediate area. Throws a gadget that emits energy to all allies. Within the radius, the party's weapons are electrified. Near you that confuses... Oh, let's do that. That sounds fun. Okay, where are we headed here? Oh, here. Cover data from crashed satellite. Alright, that's what we're doing. Crash course. Okay, cool. Alright, where was that now? Okay, so past all this. Okay, oh, I see over there. Oh, I guess I could have talked to... I should have just talked to her. She was already up there. Oh, gosh. It wasn't such a long walk. That's exactly what I could have done. Gosh darn it. That's alright. We'll just shoot him. We're back. I know we were just
I'll
here.
wager the Vox relay had all kinds of protectorate loot when it blasted off.
Too much spacers ale. Try anti-choice popcorns. Good for what ails you.
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of nanner, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am more than some commonplace consumable item. Management disagreed. Unpaid leave, they said. Check over work.
Oh yeah, we did all of theirs. Okay, cool.
Purple berry crunch. Accept no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives.
It really bumps me out. I should have talked to that. But that's okay. We're pretty tough right now, so. too worried. Oh shit. Pretty sure it's this way. Yeah.
Ready to take the hit off you, Commander. Just stay with.
Oh.
Take down!
Replicator is gone. Locking them down. Torpification in progress. Scrambling enemy neurons.
Back off!
Back and scan.
Oh, this guy. All right, well, we got here what we needed. Oh yeah, I guess it is this way. Yeah, we didn't need to overcomplicate that. What does that even mean?
Well, now how am I going to pay off my bar tab? take my spleen.
So the box just blasts off into the blue yonder, and no one cares.
I'm not getting paid to care about it. Are you?
Well, technically, it's not in my contract.
Oh. Well, okay then.
I like how the first time I left here, I was like, well, this might be the last time we see this place. And then we've come back here. After almost everybody made me come back here. Tristan. Azza. Did Marisol? I don't think she did. Niles. No, I thought we had to come here for Marisol for something. Maybe not. Oh yeah, we had to go to the other. It was here. It was on this on Eden, but not Paradise Island. All right, back we go. All right, very good, very nice.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
I like just a few minutes ago. She's like, you could do it non-violently, and I just flew to the island, shot them, grabbed it, came right back. No remorse for the carnage and violence. Alright, we're gonna go thing, but I might call it after that because I feel like we're gonna get into some good story here. Because we're pretty much, if I look at my stuff, we're about to go deliver it, and then we're gonna go speak to Ruth, which will basically get us to be crossing the bridge. That's gonna be within the archive, so I have to wait to go there. Oh, I have to turn in the bounty. Oh, let's do that right now. Oh, hell yeah. Excuse me, I'm gonna run. that, we have this bounty. Be respectable. And then I have to find the other church, but I don't know. I think that's going to be upstairs. Across the bridge on the other side. And I think that's it. Find the fourth church within the archive. I'm about to go do this stuff. So, yeah, we're doing good. I'm trying to think what song that reminds me of.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another? Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what their purpose should have been! Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet. Not by a factor of thousands. You'll have to tell me about your scholastic experiences someday, colleague. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know. Be on your very, very best behavior.
Your admittance to the Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning may come at a later date, as determined by the Office of the Oracle Laureate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is perfect timing. Beautiful timing. I'm going to send out here. And then we're going to be in a really good spot. Next time. See you on the other side.